How do you know what you are sent here on this earth to do? What is your assignment? I heard this preacher man before on TV say, think about something that makes you extremely happy, and then think about something that makes you extremely sad. And sometimes that thing happens to be the same thing.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
And then that's how you know that's your assignment. So I thought about it long and hard a while back, even before I wrote my first book. And what makes me extremely sad is to see somebody that battles with their weight and then they get picked on. They get not picked. You know, they're the last to get picked in anything. People don't want to sit next to them on the plane, you know, on the bus, whatever. And people they just get disenfranchised because of their weight. And I want to help that person so badly. And not that I'm at my perfect weight or anything, but I work on my weight constantly. I became overweight when I was 10 years old. My mom freaked out because nobody else in the family was overweight at that time. Took me to the doctor. The doctor told her that it was hormonal. But the doctor was trying to tell her that it was like pre-puberty. But honestly, you know, weight issues, they found out that there's like a fat gene or something like that. But I'm not just going to sit there and bank on that and go, okay, I can't help myself because there's a fat gene. Child, I'm going to work on it. It's always about less calories and moving more. So if you see that you're not moving, you're going to have to eat little. Like these 2 meat pies were too much. You guys, did I tell you we're going to be eating these 2 meat pies, but they're hot because I heated them up in the air fryer? As they cool down. And I touch them because I'm not going to burn my mouth. Yeah, so I don't like people being picked on. And that's why, like, my very first book that nobody knows about, I wrote, it's called The Small Change Diet. And it was an eating plan that I was following at the time that I kind of made it my own. I don't promote that anymore because I've come away from a lot of what that eating plan is. Like, on that eating plan, you took like 2 days a week where you just ate fruits all day from morning till like 3 or 4 o'clock, and then you ate a meal. And I'm not sure how I feel about that anymore because that's a little bit too much sugar for older people, right? So I don't promote it anymore. It's being sold out there on Amazon and stuff, but don't buy it, okay? Don't buy that book. Buy the healthy selfie that I have here for sale at my website, barepantryshow.com, because that's a plan that I did recently from under my doctor's supervision, and I kind of made it my own food, but I have everything that you're supposed to eat in the right portions. But you know, every time they give you an eating plan, you're like, well, what am I gonna eat? I don't want to eat that. I want to eat chicken. I want to eat turkey. I want to eat vegan. Blah blah blah. So, anyways, that's my thing. I think I'm sent here on this earth to deal with food. Although sometimes I tell you guys I'm sick of making cooking videos, I feel like I'm still sent here to deal with food and helping people know how to cook. When I first started my show, guys, years ago, 11 years ago, a young lady reached out to me. She was about 16 or 17 years old. She was Belizean. Don't remember her name. And she asked me if I could give her one of my first book, the one that's being sold on Amazon, the cookbook. Don't buy that book. You know I don't make no money off that book. That distributor guy is making all the money along with Amazon. Like Jeff Bezos need my money, right? He just gave Dolly Parton $100 million. Which Dolly Parton deserves some money because she paid for Moderna, right? The jab. Well, she put some money towards it. Anyways, I sent her the book for free because she told me that her mommy, Belizean mom, got sent to jail or prison. I don't know which one it was. You know the difference, right? Jail is where you stay when you're waiting for your trial, and prison is where you go after you've been convicted. So maybe prison. Yeah, and she said she was going to go up for 2 years, and she, the oldest girl, was supposed to feed the youngest kids with grandma and them while mommy went in, you know, to spend some time in the back. And so right away, the solution is one of my book. Child, you could have the book for free. Send her the book. And she thanked me for it and everything. And we lost touch throughout the years. I hope the mom came out and everything was right after that. But that would have broke my heart if I couldn't help that little girl with something as simple as one of my books so she could learn how to cook, right? So definitely to teach people how to cook and also to teach people how to eat. Not that I'm perfect at any of it. You know, a lot of people think, oh, because it's Miss Bear Pantry, oh, then it has to be perfection. No, there's a lot of stuff that I mess up. And I always tell people, I'm just the pretty face on the camera. Joe is the force behind the show because Joe knows how to make a lot of that stuff. He don't know how to do the bake stuff, breads and cakes and stuff. But child, he knows how to do the savory things. So he don't know how to do meat pie because I bake this. So when I see people being picked on because of their weight, it angers me. It makes me want to fight for them. So that's why I like to show people how to cook, so you can cook at home. Because I truly believe, because I cook at home, that's what keeps me more healthy. I could always be healthier, because I could always eat healthier. I mean, this is not healthy. This is like a lot of butter, a lot of shortening in this dough, and a little bit of ground beef and no vegetables. This is not healthy, so let's not get it twisted. Don't come for me in the comments with that. But Belizeans in Belize are eating this for breakfast, 4, 5, 6 of them. And the ones they eat at Belize hardly has any meat in it, because it's a lot of just like that. You know that meat pie they say you need a straw to suck through? It's a lot of just the gravy. Yeah, but this is healthier than even going to buy a burger on the street. Because I've heard, and this is alleged, I read it in a book somewhere, but I don't have empirical data on this, but I've heard that a lot of the food, especially the burgers, they put sugar in the meat. They get you addicted to come back to their place again. That's what I heard. So I make my own burger at home. You know? Make my own pizza at home. Anything you want to eat. Make my own, what do you call the place? Red Lobster biscuit at home. Oh my God. I forgot to tell you guys. Jada made this one dish the other day. It's called a sushi bake. I don't have the footage to show you at the end when she served it. So that's why I never put it out as a video. But I have the footage to show you how she made it. So take a look right here.
Look, Karen, what you want to hear.
What are you making, chef?
A sushi bake.
A sushi bake. So that's shrimp?
Yes.
Is it cooked already?
Yes.
So you just like sauteed it a little bit?
Uh-huh.
In butter or anything? Oil?
Oil.
Oil? And then you're chopping it up.
Yeah.
And then in here you have imitation crab, which essentially is whiting fish. We're eating shrimp and fish. What did you steal just now?
He stole shrimp, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna have cream cheese?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to take my Lactaid. So I cooked some white rice. So she's using almost all my white rice.
Why are you judging?
I cooked it for me and the dogs.
I was gonna come home and cook my own white rice.
But then you got high?
Yeah. No, I went to the store to get you stuff.
No, because you said I was gonna do, you know the song? And this is mayonnaise that's mixed with this, right?
Because I don't have QP
With
now.
sriracha. You're gonna get disowned from this family for eating sriracha.
Yeah, man. You can get out of here.
She smells all that seafood. And I see stuff here that looks like topping.
Yeah.
What's that thing there?
What?
This one.
A little pineapple teriyaki that I like to put on it.
Pineapple teriyaki. Awesome. Ooh, look at it. It's pretty. Thank you, Jada. You see how she put that stuff together? Let me tell you, that thing was so good. Oh, she forgot. She ate like a couple of days off of it, and she forgot that was some in the back fridge. Me and Joshua ate it every day for lunch. She said she's going to have to make some more. Well, what is your assignment? The preacher man also saying you cannot DIE if you have not completed your assignment. So you have to complete your assignment. I don't believe that though. I believe you could DIE anytime. This thing is so freaking good, guys. Not because I made it. But what the hell, yeah, because I made it. And dough handled so well. Yet sometimes I'm heavy-handed with my shortening or the butter. And the dough be doing the most. It's kind of brittle, broke up. So delicious. I know you want some. Well, your assignment might change over time too, you know. My mom's assignment at first was to just be a caregiver, I guess. She took care of her parents, us, my dad. And then she just wanted to do charity work. I wish my mom was rich when she was alive, because she sure rock up her credit card. Helping them people in Belize, man. Throw a party for the kids, throw a party for the adults. Because she said nobody remember the old people, nobody remember the kids. She would go and she'd make pretty invitation and send it out to like a household. And then once the kids have a certain age, if they're too young, like under 4 or whatever, then no, because, you know, so adult will have to come with them. So she's all like, any kid above this age in this household, you're welcome to come to this party. And they would come. Man, you would see the older kids, like 10, 11, 12, when my mom would hand out the Christmas gift, because Bear Pantry Show did stuff with her before, to where we raised money from the viewers, and we went and bought nice gifts, and my mom took home like 100 toys or whatever. And when she would hand out the toys, if one of the big kids got one, they would give it to the little brother. You know, my little brother, my little sister get it first. My mom was like, no, all of you have a gift coming. We have a gift for all of you. But it's really heartwarming to see the older kids in Belize, how they understand that the younger siblings need to get a gift first, you know, to feel that joy, you know. It is cold today because the winds are blowing like crazy. I'm sure the winds blow like this in Chicago too. As Belizean, you know, like yesterday when the meat pie was first made, the meat was more like juicy, but because I'm heating up in the air fryer, so. But as Belizean, you're not supposed to dip your meat pie in nothing, but me and Joshua like to dip it. Joshua like to dip it in ranch, I think. I dip mine in like sweet and sour. But I'm behaving myself today. So, I think my mom's assignment was to be there for the masses in the way of charity work. Wish my mommy was rich. Joe has had several assignments throughout the years. He was at first a printer. You know, he print on plastic bottles. And then he later on, you know, because he retired, he's making fruit bowls and trucks, and just he's very artistically inclined. So I feel like one of these days he's gonna happen upon something that's gonna like bring him in big bucks, because he's so gifted in so he's gifted in the arts, like in doing things with his hands and tinkering and fixing things and stuff like that. Joshua's assignment is definitely drawing art. He's so good at it, you know, digital illustration. Did you guys know that Joshua draws characters and stuff, and then, you know, he gets commissioned to do it and stuff, but his fort, not forte, remember we're fixing these words that people say wrong, it's fort, not forte. Forte is when you're talking about music. Fort is when you're talking about somebody's strength, right? His fort is actually drawing clothes. Why can't he be a clothing designer, right? He draws clothes so good, the old-timey clothes, the stuff, oh my God, on his characters. He doesn't allow me to show any of his work to you guys because Joshua is very private. He doesn't have a Facebook. He doesn't have an Instagram. He doesn't have a Twitter. He doesn't have any of that crap. I think he has a YouTube channel. I don't know the name of it. He hasn't really built it out or put anything there yet. And I don't know where he does his work from. Maybe through Patreon or something. I don't know. Anyways, he's really good at what he does. Jory loves children ever since he was little. Jory has always been the kid where when we go to parties, he's the older one taking care of the little kids while the adults are partying. He's always loved little kids, so then that's why he became a teacher or a teacher's aide, and you know, I think he's gonna go get credentialed finally. Jada, from the day she hopped out the womb, she's been with the music. You know, Jada didn't always know how to play guitar. Jada started singing at age 3, and we never really got her into formal training because I was formally trained when I came to America. I got a scholarship, went to the Eubanks Conservatory of Music and Arts and got formally trained, so I could teach her a thing or two, and I did, but I didn't hold her like, this week you're gonna do this. But she started to play the guitar when she turned 11. Her friend Damien was playing the guitar by ear, and she hung out with him, and he started to show her a few notes and chords, and then she found something called Ultimate Guitar Tabs, where she learned all the chords to the different songs that she liked. So if the song wasn't in that website, she couldn't do it. And then pretty soon I put her like in one semester or one quarter, I think it was like 3 months at the community center in beginning guitar. And the teacher told me at that time that she was actually playing by ear. So yeah, one of these meat pies is like 300 calories. So I'm just gonna finish off that piece and put that one back. Anyways, guys, I don't want to prolong this. Think about what makes you happy. Think about what makes you angry, what makes you sad. And that's what you're sent here to fix, all right? Go ahead and watch another one of my videos. I'll put a short one here, so you don't have to spend a lot of time, right?
This is the best